feel it in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough to make something right and make up for what I've lost. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by
So some people might remember when we first started this journey, her mum here gave us this wood here that's going to make up the counter. So we've had it cut. It's been it's being reconditioned, treated for termites, and this is going to go down today on both the bar and at the back there. So really lucky really to get a nice big piece of wood like that, an old piece of wood, and we're reclaiming it and using it. So no expense attached to it, but yet a beautiful finish. So another thing is they finished the roof off up around the top here. We're really happy with it, and put all little details in, which looks, I think, fantastic. Another question asked is why do we paint it before actually finished? And the answer to that is I'm bloody bored, so I wanted to get it done. It will need another coat, and you're going to do 3 coats anyway, so doing the base coat, the second coat, and the third coat, you know, when everything's done, will be fine. And then we also start to get a feel for what it's going to look like. I mean, we know how to decorate it and whatnot. Finally, the counter's going in here, and some people did say, oh, the counter was a bit low, but the intention has always been to lift it up, and that's what he's doing here. It's being lifted up. This is the space in front of the window is for the cooker, and that's why we had a window that can open and close, let any kind of smoke out, things like that. And then on the other side you have a space for the sink. So and then this space underneath here is for our microwave, and we have some custom-made wooden boxes that are going to go underneath here, just for storage, pots and pans, things like that. So we're just a little bit short on the wood, actually. We're not going to have enough. So what we're going to use is these little pieces here to kind of fill it in, and then we'll sand it down, and we'll gloss it over, and it'll be right. It'll be perfect, fantastic. As long as it's got the water-resistant coat on it and a good lacquer, we're all good. We also had a coffee table, and this little table and chairs made out of crates for the kids and for us too. This one was custom made, along with custom made boxes for underneath the seating area where we have extra storage there. Each one is custom made to size. Okay, so it's time to connect the electrics. What we decided to do, what our brothers decided to do, is take the main electric here that's running to my bamboo hut, and we're going to run all this under the ground. And actually the main breaker is going to be in the main house in the bigger building, and then he'll run it over to my bamboo hut. Later this month, when Damo's bamboo hut arrives over there, we'll have to run the electric to there as well. So this will kind of be the last vlog showing what we're doing, and then the next vlog I'm going to basically give a tour and a breakdown of the cost. So as we go through the tour of the place, I'll give the price in baht, the price in USD, and the price in GBP, what we spent to build it, because I know a lot of people have been asking me that in the comments section. A lot of people have been saying, well, we want to know how much it costs, and so I'll make sure I give a very clear breakdown at the end, of summary. We've gone over budget for sure, and even we don't know yet exactly what it's cost. But I think people will be surprised with the finish. So one common comment from a select group of people is, "It's not your land. It's not your land, it'll never be yours. Frank can't own land in Thailand." That's a very common comment. It's quite funny as well. It's no, it isn't my land, and it isn't my house. I didn't build any of this for me. This is all for Otis. That's the way I live my life. I'm a temporary guest wherever I am. It's nobody's land. It's a patch of earth on this planet. It's a little area, you know. It's I think that what happens is people that come over and, you know, just assume that all Thai women work in bars and end up hooking up with one of them, and, you know, they get done over and they build a house or they buy some land and stuff, and it gets taken from them, and usually rightly so, you know. I like to make it clear for people that haven't been in Thailand or spend a lot of time in Thailand, the majority of women here, like 98%, something like that, they're nurses, they're teachers, they're doctors, they're professional business women. They don't hang around in bars drinking Leo all day with, you know, farangs on holiday. It's just not how it is. Like, you need to understand, Thailand is just like any other country. Most women are not working in the bars, and so your chance of meeting somebody outside of the bar and having a nice relationship, a proper relationship, one founded on trust that can last many years, is very high. But as long as you don't look in the wrong places. You know, if you're in your 60s or 70s looking for love, don't be finding some 20-year-old, because it's not going to be a match, is it? It's not, you're going to get bored. It might be fun at first. You're going to get bored, and she's probably going to want a house out of you, and the parents are going to look at it like, what the hell's this? This is weird. I mean, in some cases it works, don't get me wrong, but, you know, find somebody a little bit older, 30, 40, you know, 50, whatever. There's plenty of nice women out there, and they're just like women from all around the world. They're not bar girls. Anyway, I imagine that's where that comment comes from. And no, none of it's mine, none of it belongs to anybody, and for me it's about giving a place to tis. You know, when I'm dead and gone, and I return from whence I came, to the source, to the universe, which I have no fear of these days. I've seen it many times through my shamanic work. Then Otis will have this place to be, so I'm not worried, and nor should you be. So I've been asked a couple of questions about the toilet and this concrete construction. So actually, I found out that this needs to be emptied probably 3 times a year. So the guy comes around with his little truck and empties it 3 times a year. Now, in order for the harmful gases that come out of here, what they actually do is they put a pipe and they thread it up above the roof to let the harmful gases out. So that was a question that one of the subscribers asked on the channel. So that's how it is released. Now, this is done all over this area of Thailand with no problems at all. So I have faith in it. If it works for, well, millions of people in this area, then I don't worry. The kids are just playing here. I don't worry about it. If it's working for millions of people, then it'll work for us too. And I've had some feedback from other subscribers to say it's perfectly fine. So here the kitchen sink will come into here, and the toilet will go into there, into the waste, emptied 3 times a year. All right, so we've had a little bit of a disaster this morning. I've been told that as we've been putting the plumbing in for the sink and the toilet, the inflow water, the pipe that we put in when we first started the construction, it runs inside all of the concrete under the floor. It seems to have broken under the weight of the concrete probably. So there was some small flooding happening, which means, unfortunately, that we have to dig out all of this wall here and lay the pipe, and it's got to go all the way around here and connect to this pipe over here. It's going to be dug under the ground, so you won't see it in the end, but it means we've also had to dig up the tiles and stuff like that. It's going to set the project back just a little bit, because it's going to set the project back maybe a day or two, because we have to check that there's going to be no more flooding and no more future problems. So these things happen. It's not always perfect, and we're fine with it. He's doing a great job and he's fixing the problem. In the end, you won't even see it. So in regards to the membership, I have now given the tip to our builder guy here. It's all gone to him because he's been the only one working on our project. And so I didn't film it because I feel like it's a little bit pretentious, and I think it's a little bit virtue signaling to film that kind of thing. You know, I find it a bit cringe when people film themselves giving money to somebody, because that makes me the giver and them the receiver, me the superior one, them the inferior one. And I don't know, it's just a bit weird to me. It's never sit quite right. However, he was very happy, and I do suspect though most of it's probably going to go on rice whiskey, as is his prerogative. It's not for us to decide what people can spend it on or not, but I'm sure it was. He finished early anyway, let's put it that way, yesterday. So he is off and he took the radio with him. And that's a sure sign that him and some friends are getting together and enjoying some rice whiskey. So yeah, so I'd like to thank our members for that. Our members made that possible for us to do that. And the next one, we're going to take a whole bounty of food to the puppies. So we're going to take a big bag of food and some fresh meat over to the puppies and give that's where the membership's going to go. So again, to all members that click the join button below, thank you very much for allowing us to do these small but special things that we decide each month. It makes us feel good, and we feel like the channel's got a little bit more of a purpose. That's what it's all about. What are you building, Tis? What are you building? What is it?
Pipe.
Pipe for the water?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. Anh lỏ sangอะไร? Sangบ้านเหรอ? จะอยู่ในบ้านนี้เหรอ? จะนอนในบ้านนี้เหรอ? ได้เลยนะ คืนนี้คุณกับทิชจะนอนที่นี่นะครับ And it's just the truth that the kids always love the box. Even when you get them great presents, they love the box. Now, another reason why we chose this orientation is that the sunrise is there behind me. And it comes all around here and it sets over there. So the orientation here allows for, if you're sat in the tub in the evening, you can watch the sunset. And then the heat through the day is kind of hitting the roof. It's not shining inside the kitchen. So we did it so you could have as much shade as possible inside throughout the hot day, and then you could catch the sunset at the end. So as you can see behind me as well, we also decided to fit a CCTV camera. Might seem a bit strange out here in a rural area to put a CCTV camera on, but when you've got a building as nice as this and it's all open and you can't lock it, you have to have whatever deterrence you can, just for kind of just people. I mean, we don't get any theft here at all, but you never know if you're just going to have an opportunist you know, nip in and try and grab something. So the CCTV camera works as a deterrent. It was reasonably cheap, and it has a 360-degree turn, so it can go inside and outside, and it has night vision and intercom, so you can talk, and a human detection alarm as well. So I think it's just peace of mind when we go away, or even just when I'm in the hut. It's nice to be able to check what's outside, what's going on if you hear something. So yeah, it was worth doing in the end, so we're happy with it. So for much of the lighting, me and Damo have been inspired a lot from Bali. We lived in an Antara hotel in Bali for about 2 years, and before that spent most of our time in an Antara hotel, Phuket. And so I love these bamboo lights. These are handmade bamboo lights here, and we have the 3 for above the bar, and then we have this little one here for in this area, and then we have the big daddy for over the coffee table in the corner there. So these are all handmade, and I ordered them locally, local craftsmen. Really, really beautiful lights. And then for the back, above the kitchen top, we're using these special spotlights, and these are really cool. Like, you click them once and the white light will come on. You click them twice, then an orange ring will come on. You click them 3 times and it all comes on. So I will demonstrate these later, but they're very, very interesting lights. Very cool, because also in e-ring, if you don't want it too bright, you don't want to attract too many insects, it's nice just to have the orange lights on. Where if it's just the sun's just going down, it's nice to have it a little bit brighter if you're having dinner together. So yeah, I think overall the lighting's going to look wonderful in here. What do you think of the clock, babe?
สวยค่ะสวยมากค่ะ
What about Mushroom Girl?
ไม่เอาไม่ผ่าน
I like it. It's staying. Staying.
สวย
Go hot.
สวย
So one of the perks of YouTube is every now and again, some people send you some free stuff. We don't always accept it. If we think it's something we're not going to use or not interested in, we don't always accept it. Or if people say you have to leave a good review, no, we don't want that. But some things do interest us, and one of the things that have been sent to us today is these. So these are called Coolify. We received 2 boxes in the post, one for me and one for Damo. So we're going to be trying this product out. And Damo's just going to open hers now, and let's see how it is. Let's see what it looks like. It's a product. It's a personal air conditioner. So it's to keep you cool. And here's our unboxing model. Here she is, ready to do an unboxing.
What is this?
It's a personal air conditioner. Okay. So you're going to do the unboxing.
What?
Yep.
Look, the package look really nice. Package เหมือน iPhone เลย Package สวย
Okay, so
Wow.
there we go. This is the Coolify. It says, make it happen.
Make it happen.
And I also noticed this too, simple but unique. I think yours should be white and mine should be black. So
put in the face like this.
yeah, perfect, better, big improvement.
I have to put in the face. Like mask.
What does it say on the front? Wearable air conditioner. So what we know about this product is it's sold in Thailand. I think it's around 5,000 baht for one. And it's sold in the States, America. I saw it on Amazon for $150. I read the reviews on Amazon first before we accepted it. And yeah, I mean, they were all very good, very positive reviews. So right, so it's got like a, show us that plate. It's got a plate on the back there, which I read feels like a block of ice on the back of your neck. And then these are vents, fans where the air's coming out. So press it 2 times. Right, and then press and hold it. That turns the ice cube on the back.
Cooling in the back.
Cold, yeah? You think, did it make you feel cooler? Start to get cold. And I think the fans turn on one more. 3. Charger. That's the charger. So it has a USB-C charger, and so it's quite fast charging. Okay, so and how does it feel? Is it feeling cold?
Yeah, cool in the back of the neck here. It's like you put the ice in the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like ice in the back, and then you have like wind, like fan.
Fan.
Up here.
Mm-hmm.
So good in the garden.
Yeah, show Daddy how to turn it on. Okay, and how do you turn the cold plate on? Tis, is it nice and cold?
Yeah.
Does it feel cold on the back of your neck? What does it feel like?
Yeah, ice.
Like ice? Feels like ice on the back of your neck, doesn't it? Do you like it?
It's like...
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's on hand too.
It's what?
On hand.
On your hand too. That's so cool, isn't it?
One baby T-Rex.
Baby T-Rex, yeah? Right, one day there was a baby T-Rex and he was really bored. And he was like, what am I going to do today? I got nothing to do. So then his friend come, Triceratops, and say, hey, come with me. I've got an idea. And what did Triceratops do?
Having house.
Build a house, yeah?
Yeah, do have rock.
Out of rock.
Have rock.
Yeah? Right, so T-Rex and Triceratops build a big house, but then big storm coming. And what happened then?
Can house.
What happened?
They can house.
Oh, they run in the house, didn't they? But then the big storm and knocked the house down, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then what?